Good afternoon. Welcome to Options Standards Monday, June 17, 2024. We are shorting the market today. We have scaled into shorts. We're hedged with Tesla longs. And what we're going to go through is SPY side by side with QQQ on multiple time frames. We have a lot of important targets that were hit. And we'll give an alternative situation if price wants to hit one more target. So if you're new here, go down to that bottom right hand corner, hit that Options Tender logo and subscribe. Thanks for all the supporters. We are doing this video. We typically do them intraday for supporters to get and then release at 4 p.m. But today is such an important day. I'm going to just release this to the public intraday so we can take some action if you need to. All right, so we just hit a target here on SPX as well. We'll go through this on real quick here so we can get this video out. So we have SPY on the monthly time frame. We're right at resistance from the wedge from 2000. We're not going to pay attention to indicators. All of those in the past I've constantly showed that we are in negative divergence on multiple time frames, including the monthly. So just want to show that there's resistance there, and we are overthrowing it a little bit. That's not unusual to hit stops and to wick through. So this month isn't over. We have time, and I do suspect that we do get a wick there on the monthly time frame. And same thing with the Qs. So the Qs are definitely way over the wedge from 2000 here, and the top from 2021 into 2022. And so that's what we're looking at there. We have again, we have plenty of month left to reverse off of this, and I'll show you on the lower time frames why I think that may happen. So let's go back to SPY on the weekly. And change the board to the weekly board. Now, again, we're surpassing that wedge here, but we also have a channel drawn with 3 good points there. You can count more than that in this cluster here, and we're getting up to that target as well. So I do suspect a reaction will come off of that. And then we have all the divergences in the... I think I want to look at the DMARC real quick. I think we're getting some sort of sell signal. Possible if we get a couple more weeks up, we have a 9 sell there. Let's go over to the Qs. Sorry about the pug chihuahua there in the background. She's hacking up a storm. So, all right. So we're extremely exceeding. We're overthrowing the wedge here on the Qs. Could actually draw this over here, and either way we're overthrowing there. So we'll see how this week ends as we get into these targets. Back to SPY. Let's go to the daily time frame, and then we'll really start to look at some of the Fibonacci's and things like that. First, we'll start off with the traditional technical analysis, and that's just a visual of the market. So you have these points here, the top here, and the top here, which there's a little bit of a cluster. So yes, you could adjust this to the very top there. That's fine. But I'm going to keep that right about there. So we're right at resistance, and we have these points here as well. So we're right at resistance right now. So that shows that the wedge top could play that resistance, and we'll see where we go into turnaround Tuesday. But on the Elliott wave and the Fibonacci point of view, this is what we've been pointing out. So if you're new here, we've been looking at an ending diagonal here, and on the Elliott wave picture for the Qs, it's not an ending diagonal. It's just a straightforward impulse wave. So either way, you're looking for 5 waves. We have a 3-wave move up for 1, 2, 3, 4, and into 5. And we have time relationships as well. Landing today here is 6:17. So I am looking for a trend change going into today with this time relationship. We have that same time relationship on the 65-minute, and notice that I have the arrows pointing directly at that spot there. Now, could this continue going? Yes, that's our alternative situation, but we're at the 150% extension at the 546 area. We're already up to 548, which is the top of the range on the 65-minute. I'll show you that in a second. But how do we get the extension here? It's an important extension from the 2021 into 2022 correction. That's this entire move. We were talking about retracements the whole way up. And then after the 100%, we got above there. Now we're looking at extensions. We already hit the 127, played around getting above and below it. Then we got to our 138 resistance, corrected, and now we're at the 150. So there's only one more target above that we're looking for, and that's the 561. Can we get directly there? Absolutely. This is, looks like we're trying to get this blow off top. Price is pretty relentless right now. So what we're going to have to do is continue to hedge until we see an actual sign of a reversal. We don't have that yet. We are getting above the 150. So if we start to settle above there and hold that as support, then we're clearly heading over to the 560 target. All right, and then this would just be considered an acceleration here with time and price. So we'll have to see how today ends. Very important day. All right, let's go to the Qs. So changing over to the daily trend is our friend. Now we're looking at the Qs here. Clearly we did not reverse off of that spot. Let me take these off here. All right, so we're hitting some more targets on ES. We were looking for a 566, and we're getting right to that point. Now this is starting to appear as a completed wave, and I'm going to show you 2 different scenarios. So this didn't hold there. We're getting above. We have that nice candle there. We'll see how this goes. Not much to look at here. We're above. So this is bullish. We have the 8 EMA. We'll be looking to see how this day candle actually ends. But here is some of our targets. So we have this Elliott wave picture, and this is also the 150 extension from the 2021 and 22, and we're right at it right now. So this is another target. This is our second to last target. If price is just doing a blow off top, then we have the 504 up here. Now I'll show you what seems to be more likely. It looks like it's accelerating. If we keep going, maybe we have a couple pause days and then go to that target up there. But what I suspect, and let's go ahead and, well, let me show you the structure first. Just pull out here. So this is the difference between SPY and Qs. The SPY had a leading diagonal for a 1, 2, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the completion of wave 3. Down to wave 4, and we're looking for the completion of wave 5. Now, is that here at the 150 or the 162? I don't know that yet, but here's what it could look like. And let's just I'll go backwards this time. I'll go to the Qs since we're pointing this out. First of all, here's the geometric line up here for a possible wedge filling out. We're at that resistance right now. So we do have a short play going into tomorrow as well. We'll have to see how this sort of plays out here. Look at that acceleration. What a move. Looking at the Elliott wave targets, here's what this would look like if we, in my opinion, if we continue higher. So this could end here. All right, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that could complete here. Okay, but if this wants to correct a little bit, or we get some sort of pause, maybe it's shallow because the momentum is to the upside, then this could be counted as a 1, 2, and then the wave 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This 3 could be moved up to here. So Elliott wave just gives us structure. This is a possible top here, or maybe we get some sort of correction and price pauses for a little bit. We'll have to see. It likely is to be shallow, and then we get our next target to the 2618 up here. All right, so too early to tell if it's if price is going to go up here, and that coincides. It's just a few points above that that last target from the retracement from 2021-22 extension. All right, so I can't take this out of the mix. I don't think that's the case, but we'll have to see how price goes here. We have that price relationship with time on the 65, so we'll look at that in SPY. But like I said, now we're getting the spike in IWM. We'll check that out next. And if that wants to help the market move up now, that is a possibility. Okay, so we're at that extension here, the 150. We're actually just above it, and we're looking for the reversal off of here. And again, we have these time relationships. This one's on Tuesday, tomorrow. So possibly our top going into turnaround Tuesday. That's our time relationship. It goes really well with the daily time frame. I know it's 1 day off. That's fine. So that's all we have to look at there. And then we'll look at the traditional technical analysis here. So you see we have a little bit of room. This is with the wedge top being at the very tip here. And so we have just a little bit more room, maybe 2 points more up top to get to that point there. This time relationship, I'll get that out of the way for now. But we are at the top of our zone as we speak. So that's why I want to get the video out in case we started to reverse from here directly. All right, and again, I think this is an ABC to end this. So I think it's more likely that we're at the top here. Maybe the Qs want to go a little bit higher and create a divergence while the market wants to go down and the Qs go up. So that's also a possibility, but I think this is an A, B, and a C, a 5-wave impulse move completed. All right, checking out IWM. I did a video on NVIDIA. If you're interested in that, that's part of our member package to do individual analysis. And so you have IWM showing some strength here. Again, this looks like a bull flag. If price wants to continue higher, and IWM along with Tesla just is extreme to the upside, you know, that could cause the market to continue up higher. So that's a risk that we have. That's why we're hedging to the upside and playing it safe. That you know, not clearly just flat out shorting the market. We want to be safe with our trade and manage our account. So that's what I got for you today, you guys. It's a shorter video. Want to get this out to you. Actually, I got to show you one more thing. The VIX. What this might look like. So we are along the VIX again. We had a wedge breakout, and we're back testing that wedge right now. So is that coinciding with the top in the market? We shall see. And then we have this larger channel. We start to break out from the VIX from here. Then I think our top is in. If it needs to go one step higher, then I think we'd probably get a breakout with the VIX, and then the back test of the breakout channel, and that possibly could give us a new high in the market. So that's what that would look like if we go to get that 162% extension. All right, thanks for joining us here at Options Center. Have a wonderful day. Be safe trading. We'll talk to you in the next video.